Imagine for a moment that a woman's heart is like a very quiet and beautiful garden. When she feels a very deep pull inside that garden to give you her body, her precious time, and her whole self in a way that is completely open and soft, she usually won't just say those words out loud. She isn't going to tap you on the shoulder and announce, I am ready now. Instead, the things she does will start to speak much louder than her actual voice ever could. If you are really paying close attention and looking with a kind and open heart, you will begin to see the signs she is sending you. These are soft, very gentle hints that are wrapped up in her deep feelings, her inner thoughts, and the very special way she was made to react as a human being. A lot of men miss these little clues because they are waiting for something big and easy to see, like a loud shout or a bright neon sign. But the truth is that the feeling of wanting to be close to someone is almost never loud or noisy. It hides in the quiet moments, in the way her eyes meet yours for a split second, and in the small things she does, even when you are not even touching her hand or standing right next to her. Welcome to this space where a group of caring experts helps explain the deep feelings and the many ways people connect with each other. If you are joining us for the first time, we hope you stay and listen, because everything we share here helps reveal the deeper truths about wanting someone, how we are drawn to each other, and the emotional ways women act that they almost never talk about out loud to anyone else. And if you have spent time with us before, you already know that we like to talk about how things really are in life, without using big words or making things harder than they need to be. Now, I want you to listen very carefully to what I am about to tell you. Every woman is a unique and special person. She has her own personality, a past that belongs only to her, and her own level of feeling brave or shy. But when she reaches a point where she wants to give her heart and herself to you, certain patterns start to show up in almost every woman you will ever meet. This does not happen because she was taught to do it or because she read it in a book somewhere. It happens because her body, her heart, and her feelings start responding to your presence before her mind can even try to control what is happening. One of the very first clues shows up in the way she is present when you are around. You need to pay attention to how she exists in the space near you. A woman who does not want to be close to you will try to stay far away. She will keep her distance to protect her own energy and her own heart because she doesn't feel that pull. But a woman who feels a deep pull toward you just can't help moving closer. It is a lot like gravity. It is a quiet pull, but you cannot deny that it is there. She will find herself sitting closer to you than she really needs to. She will look for any little reason to stay near you as long as possible. Even when you are in a big group of friends, you might notice that her body slowly turns and angles itself toward yours, like a flower turning toward the sun. This feeling of being drawn to you makes her feel a little bit restless inside. Her mind might be trying to act like everything is normal and cool, but her body is telling the truth about how she feels. And it is not just about being physically close to you. It is also about how comfortable she feels. She starts to let her guard down, like a little bird that finally feels safe enough to land on a branch. Her voice will get much softer when she talks to you. She will find it easier to laugh at your jokes, her smiles will come much faster, and that defensive wall that most women carry when they aren't sure about someone just starts to melt away. When a woman really wants you, her armor slips off all by itself. Then there are her eyes. Many men think that wanting someone looks like a long, hungry stare. But in the world of how our hearts work, one of the biggest signs is actually when she looks at you and then looks away very quickly. That tiny, shy moment when she breaks eye contact is actually very powerful. It means that you made her feel something deep inside that she wasn't quite ready to show the world yet. Her inner feelings are reacting before her brain can find a way to hide them. That is why the feeling of attraction is hardly ever loud or noisy. It is something that is trembling, delicate, and happens without her even trying. She might take a quick look at your lips while you are speaking. She might gently bite her own lip. She might reach up and touch her neck, her hair, or her collarbone. These are things her body does without her even knowing, and they happen when her feelings for you are starting to wake up. If she trusts you, if she really, truly trusts you, you will start to notice something else that is very special. She begins to tell you things about herself that are very personal. She isn't just telling you random stories about her day, she is sharing the things she does not tell just anyone. She might talk about her biggest fears, the things that make her feel unsure of herself, or even why she got her heart broken in the past. This is because a woman will never give her body to a man if she does not feel like she can trust him with her heart first. For her, being close is not just a physical thing. It is a thing of the mind and the soul. She has a deep need to feel safe, to feel protected, and to feel like you truly see her for who she is. If she opens up her heart to you, even in small ways, she is actually getting herself ready to open up every single part of her life to you. But one of the most intense signs of all is when she starts to imagine you in her world. She might start asking you questions that start with, "Would you ever?" or "What if we did this?" She is testing the way you think and how you see the world. She isn't doing this because she is confused. She is doing it because she wants to be sure that giving herself to you won't be a big mistake. Women do not just let any man walk into the private parts of their lives. They are very careful about who they choose. And when she is getting close to choosing you, she starts to see you in her future, whether she says it to you directly or keeps it as a quiet thought in her head. These signs are very quiet, but they are so strong. Most men just walk right past them because they are waiting for something big and bold. But the sad truth is that by the time the signs get loud and obvious, she has often already given up on the man because he didn't notice her heart speaking to him. If you have ever seen these signs before, please know it wasn't just a coincidence. It was her heart trying to speak to you without using any words at all. When a woman wants to be yours, she starts to show her feelings in ways that she could deny if you asked her, but her behavior will always tell the truth. One of the biggest signs is how her mood changes whenever you are nearby. It isn't a huge, dramatic change, but it goes very deep. When she is with other people, she might be very polite, calm, or even a little bit quiet and reserved. But when she is with you, there is a little spark. Her voice might even sound like it is on a different frequency. You have a way of changing her feelings just by being there, even if you are only looking at her across a room. She might get very playful or use a bit of friendly sarcasm or become unusually soft and sweet. Sometimes she might even get shy for no reason she can explain. This is where the way our minds work gets really interesting. A woman only gets nervous or fluttery around a man who truly matters to her. If she is perfectly calm, totally unbothered, and her feelings seem flat, there probably isn't a real spark of attraction there. But if she is trying her best to look brave and confident while she is actually fighting a whole storm of feelings inside, that is a sure sign she wants you. Her body might get a little tense. The way she breathes might change. The dark circles in her eyes, her pupils, might get bigger. She is getting overwhelmed by feelings that she doesn't know how to hide because to her, you aren't just some guy. Your very presence is a trigger for her heart. Another big sign is that she starts to touch you more than she really needs to. These might seem like light, accidental touches, but they usually aren't accidents at all. It might be a quick brush of her hand against yours. It might be her reaching out to fix your shirt collar or adjusting your watch or a bracelet on your wrist. Women generally do not touch men they do not want to be close to. When she touches you, she is testing what your skin feels like, how you react to her, and if you are a safe place for her to get even closer. She wants to get used to the feeling of you before she finds the courage to fully belong to you. And then there is the shift in her feelings. When a woman is ready to give herself to you, she stops trying to protect her ego or her pride. She will forgive you much faster if you make a mistake. She will smile at you even if she is a little bit annoyed. Most importantly, she really cares about what you think. If your opinion suddenly matters to her more than it probably should, she is falling under your spell. Women do not give themselves to men they do not respect. If she is letting you lead the way in your talks, the choices you make together, or the moments you share, she is telling you something very important without ever saying a word. There is also a bit of a deeper truth that can be hard to understand. A woman's behavior can sometimes seem like it is changing back and forth when her feelings for a man are stronger than she wants to admit. She might pull away for a whole day and then come back even closer than she was before. She might act a little bit distant and then suddenly become very warm and loving. That jumping back and forth isn't because she is confused about you. It is because she is a little bit scared of how much she wants you. She is trying to protect her heart, but her attraction to you keeps pulling her right back in. That push and pull feeling is one of the clearest signs that she is having a little battle with herself. But there is an even deeper level that a lot of men never even notice. When a woman wants to give herself to you, she starts to study you in a way that no one else ever has. She isn't just looking at your body, she is looking at your mind. She is watching to see what makes you feel angry, what makes you feel soft and kind, and what makes you feel strong or even a bit sad. She does this because a woman can't truly give herself to a man if she doesn't feel like she understands him. She needs to know what kind of person you are deep down, not just because she is curious, but because she wants to be close to you. If you have ever caught her just staring at you when she thought you weren't looking, her eyes weren't just thinking you look good. She was memorizing you. Women watch the men they want very quietly and very deeply. She wants to see if your soul is as deep as the feelings she has for you. And when she finds out that you are a good man, her walls will start to come down piece by piece. These signs are always there if you know how to look for them. There is a moment in every woman's feelings when her body starts to tell the truth that her mouth is still too afraid to say out loud. One of the strongest signals is that she is always waiting for you. A woman who wants to be with you doesn't just like it when you are there. She looks forward to it with her whole heart. She will check her phone much more often just to see if you have messaged her. She will reply to you very fast, even if she tries to act like she is very busy. She will remember even the tiniest things you said days ago. This is because your words don't just go into her ears. They stay and echo in her mind. And if she is truly interested in you, she will do something very small but very meaningful. She starts to fix herself up when you are around. She might fix her hair, put on more lip gloss, or sit up a little straighter. A lot of people think women only dress up for themselves, but those of us who understand the heart know better. When a woman wants to give her body to a man, the way she looks becomes a choice she makes for him. Just the thought of you can change the way she looks, the way she smells, the way she sits, and even the way she breathes. She wants the man she wants to want her back. But there is a deeper sign that men almost never see. She becomes a little bit jealous. Not the kind of jealousy that involves yelling or big drama, but a very quiet kind of jealousy. You might notice a sudden silence from her, or maybe her voice changes just a little bit. There might be a tiny pause when the name of another woman comes up. It is like a quiet little sting that shows on her face when she feels like another woman might be around you. A woman doesn't get that feeling over a man she thinks is just temporary. She gets that feeling over a man she is already starting to think of as her own. If she is trying to hide that she feels that way, it just makes the feeling even more real. Another sign is how she acts when you touch her. I'm not talking about big, obvious things, but the little ones. Maybe your hand touches the small of her back while you are walking through a crowd of people. Maybe your fingers brush against hers when you are passing her something. If she keeps that contact going instead of pulling her hand away, that is her way of giving you a little green light. And if she leans into you, presses a bit closer, or just seems to melt into that moment, she isn't thinking with her brain anymore. She is feeling with her heart. That is because the feeling of wanting someone can sometimes make us forget about logic. When a woman is ready to be yours, her logical mind starts to lose its grip. She stops trying to calculate everything, stops overthinking every little thing, and stops trying to analyze every move you make. She just lets herself feel safe and warm when you are there. Her guard goes away, and her soft, feminine energy becomes much warmer and more open. But here is one of the most surprising signs. A woman will often test you right before she gives herself to you. She wants to know what kind of man you really are. She doesn't want to know how you act when everything is easy and smooth. She wants to see how you act when she is feeling emotional, or acting a bit distant, or even when she is upset. If she is going to give you her body and her trust, she needs to know that you are strong, that you are patient, and that you won't fall apart. So she might pull away for a bit, or ask you a very serious question, or even challenge you a little. She isn't trying to cause a problem. She is just trying to make sure that you are the man she can feel safe letting go around. For a woman, being close to someone is about showing her whole soul. Her body is like the very last door that she opens. If she is unlocking that door, she has already let you into the rest of her life. If these signs sound like things you have seen before, then you were much closer than you might have thought. When a woman is right on the edge of being truly intimate with you, her voice will usually change before her body does. She will start to speak in a way that is softer, slower, and has more feeling in it. There is a special tone she uses only for you. It is as if she is choosing every single word with a lot of care. Her voice becomes like a bridge between the things she is feeling and the things she is still a little bit scared to say out loud. Some men think she is just flirting, but it is actually more than that. It is her showing you her soft side. A woman only becomes that gentle with a man she feels truly safe with. If she teases you but is never mean, or if she tells you secrets but never makes you feel bad, or if she gets emotional but still treats you with respect, she is showing you that she trusts you with her heart. And once she trusts you with her heart, her body will naturally want to follow. Another sign shows up in the silence you share. I don't mean the cold silence when someone is mad or bored. I mean a warm, cozy silence. It is the kind of silence where she can just sit right next to you without needing to talk or fill the air with noise. She is just happy to exist right there beside you. When a woman can be quiet with you and feel good about it, it means her walls are completely gone. She doesn't feel like she has to try to impress you or protect herself. That kind of silence feels like a hug that doesn't need arms. But there is something even deeper. She starts to ask you very intimate and personal questions. Not just silly questions, but deep ones. She might ask how you feel about love, or what you are looking for in a woman, or even what makes you feel afraid or hurt. That isn't just her being curious. It is like she is taking an emotional X-ray of your soul. When a woman is ready to give herself to a man, she wants to know how deep his feelings go, because she is about to show him how deep hers are. She needs to know if you will be gentle or if you will be careless. She needs to know if you are a safe place to land. If she feels that safety, her body starts to give off signals she can't even hide. She will stand much closer to you than she has to. Her legs might brush against yours under a table. Her hand might stay on your arm just a few seconds longer than it should. She will let you touch her waist or her back, parts of her that she would never let other men touch. Women are very careful about their personal space. The places she lets you go are the places where she trusts you. But the most powerful sign of all is that she makes herself available for you. She might cancel her other plans just to see you. She might stay up way past her bedtime just to keep talking to you. She will wait for your message even if she acts like she doesn't care. A woman who wants to be with a man will find time for him even when she is very busy. Because when you want someone, your priorities change. When she starts putting you first in her heart and her day, it means she has already made a decision. She isn't thinking, should I? She is thinking, when? At this point, you don't need to chase her. You don't have to force anything. You just let her come to you. Because in her heart, she is already there. There is a quiet, invisible moment where a woman stops fighting her feelings for you. She stops hiding how much she likes you, how soft she feels, and how much she wants to be near you. Everything about her becomes more open and inviting. This is the final change and the strongest sign of all. She starts talking to you with her body without even knowing she is doing it. Her breathing gets slower and deeper when you are close. The dark parts of her eyes get wider. Her lips might stay open just a little bit while you are talking. She gets close enough that you can actually feel the warmth coming off her skin. These aren't just random things. They are the ways her body was built to react. A woman's body often knows she wants you before her mind is ready to admit it. She stops worrying about if her hair is perfect and starts worrying about if you are happy. She starts to take care of you and becomes very soft and sweet. When she is ready to give herself to you, she wants a real connection. She wants you to enjoy every part of her, not just her body, but her mind and her spirit too. She starts to let you take the lead. This isn't because she is weak. It is because she trusts that you are strong enough to take care of her. She follows your touch and your pace. That kind of surrender is a very deep thing for the mind. For a woman, giving her body is the ultimate way of saying she trusts you. Her walls are down, and she is letting you all the way in. But the real proof is that she isn't afraid to be all alone with you. She actually wants it. If she invites you into her private space, if she sits close enough to feel your breath, and if she stays even when she could leave, she has chosen you. The signs were never loud or scary. They were quiet and natural. A woman who wants to give herself to you doesn't have to say it out loud. Her body and her heart will tell you everything you need to know. If you have seen these signs, remember they were real. It was her heart reaching out to yours. Thank you for spending time in this space with this group of caring experts. If this talk helped you understand the hearts of women a little bit better, please feel free to share it or let us know you liked it. Remember, the feelings of the heart are usually very quiet. You just have to know how to listen with your own heart. We look forward to seeing you the next time we talk here in our special place of learning and love.